I am super excited for today's video because I picked up the new Blendbunny collab. This collab is with Doni Darkowitz. I love her name. It's so freaking cool, but it is the Little Miss She Never Misses palette. And I'm super excited for it. I love this look that I created. It so goes with my t-shirt as well. But I had so much fun and I can't wait to show you guys how I came up with this and show you the other look that I created. But whether you're here for inspiration or to hear my review on this palette, I'm excited you're here and let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe. And don't forget to click the little bell so you could be reminded of all my uploads. I do have some fun stuff coming, but I am excited to create this look with you guys and the other one. But I really am excited to hear your thoughts on this one. And I'm excited to see what other look I come up with next. But there are like 3-4 pieces in this collection. I was only able to pick up the palette for now, but I really do want to go back and get that lip combo because I saw Betty Jean use it in one of her videos and her eye look, oh my god. But that lip combo looks so freaking good. I want it so bad. But this palette is so fun. I'm so excited about it. So I don't have a code for Blendbunny, but I know a lot of people do. Betty Jean might, so go check out her video. If I can remember, I'll link it down below in the description box. She very well may have a code. I think she does. But this palette retails for $47 before code. It is a 25 pan palette, and you get, let's see, 5. You get 9 shimmers in here, and these shimmers are really beautiful. I've been loving their shimmer formula lately. I feel like they have really been stepping it up, but I think this is awesome. So there's also like a highlighter quad. I would like to get that one too, but I don't know if I will or not because there are so many releases coming out right now. But the highlighter quad retails for $35. Now, there's also a lip liner. Like I mentioned, that lip combo is so cute. And a high shine gloss. These two things are sold separately. The liner is $12 and the gloss is $15, but I think they're beautiful. And I would love to know if you guys were able to pick anything up from this. What are your thoughts on it? Have you gotten it yet? I'm just excited to play. So let's go ahead and get you guys zoomed in and we're going to get started with look number 1. So in that ice cream beauty box I picked up, I got one of the Unearthly Cosmetics Lost Library lipsticks. It's in the shade Lost. I wanted these when they released, but at the time I just couldn't afford to pick them up. I love this formula so freaking much. I love the color. It's so beautiful. I just wanted to let you guys know about it. And I used my ABH Peach Amber lip liner, but they are like a perfect pair. So for blush, I used my Blendbunny Solar Flare Dimension palette. It's the orange one. I love it so freaking much. And for highlighter, because I didn't pick up the full collection, which I'm sure I'll mention in the intro, I used the shade in the center, and I believe it looks really beautiful. I love it. These shimmers feel so nice. So when I first saw this palette, the first thing I noticed was this row. These two, the greens and blues, are so freaking good. But I noticed the purple and the orange. So I also watched Betty Jean's video where she did a look with this palette, and her look turned out so good. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. You will agree with me. My concealer is creased to the heavens. But her look was so good. She did like the reds up top with the like dark grungy greens on the bottom, and her look was just, oh, one of the best looks I've ever seen. So I want to like do that kind of vibe, but I want to do it with the purple and the orange. Let's see if it turns out. The purple and the orange reminds me of Rugrats, but I'm really excited to play with this. I think this palette is so gorgeous. So I think I'm going to do like the orange on top and then the purple on the bottom. So to start this look out, I'm going in with my trusty shader brush, and I'm going into the really pretty like orange shade, and I just want to press this in the crease. You guys know I love orange. I always do like a dramatic crease, like, you know, dramatic looks. If you guys have been here for a while, you probably already know that, but I think I'm gonna do like a lighter like lid and then a darker, more dramatic lower lash line. We'll see if I stick to what I said. This orange is like super pigmented, but I'm just gonna go through and build it up. I've been having a lot of fun with Blendbunny lately. That Longing palette just was so good, and so was the big palette they did, the other collab. I'm excited to see them start to do some collabs too. It makes me super happy. So now I want to go in, I think with this, no, hold on, where's the brush I want to use? This one. This like medium blending brush from Glamlight, and I want to go into this creamsicle orange called Fuzzy. Now I just used concealer as a base today instead of the white, but I would say that this shade Fuzzy would look a lot better on a white base, obviously, but I will say it is pretty freaking pigmented, which makes me super happy. Now I'm just going to use my Singe Beauty blending brush. I cannot wait to pick up those blushes. That orange yellow one, ooh, it sucks me right in. I'm so excited for it. But I'm waiting for payday to grab them, but I can't wait. Now I'm going back into the orange. This is going to be such a good Halloween look. And I have on like that purple and orange Book Babe Designs Halloween shirt today, and it's gonna go so freaking well with this, and I'm super excited. I'm here for it. These are just blending so easy. Okay, now let me think. I'm gonna just go ahead and move on to the lower lash line for now, and then I'll figure out what more I want to do with the top. I do want to add something else to the top though. I'm going to end up making this dark. You guys already know how I am. So for the lower lash line, I want to make this gorgeous and deep. So I'm going into this really pretty purple. I think it's called Mimi. I can't say some of these shade names, but they're fun. I like to look at other people's like choices for shade names and stuff. I love the undertones of the purples and the oranges as well. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of the Rugrats, but it also really reminds me of Halloween. So I've just cleaned off the brush. Now I want to go into Is It Every Day? So Doni Darkowitz, I didn't know who she was because I don't get on Instagram a whole lot, but when I saw this collab, I, of course, went and looked and subscribed immediately. She is so freaking talented. So the name of this palette really could not be more accurate. She is incredibly talented. And I want that freaking lip combo so bad. But right now, it does look a little weird, but we're going to hang in there. Trust the process. Okay, so where's the other one? I want to go in with the Game Beauty E04. I love how like precise this tiny little brush is. And I want to start with the shade Powerline. And eventually I'm going to work up to Rest Mayhaps. But I just want to press this along the lower lash line. Maybe we should do like a wing situation with the purple liner up here. Not liner, eyeshadow, like do a, you know, like a wing liner with the eyeshadow. That could be really cool. Let's grab a brush and just try. Which I don't do wing liner like well at all, to be honest. Maybe I should do what I want to do with that top crease, like finish it up before I even attempt to do this. But first, I want to see like how well the purple and orange will blend. The best way to do it is to like put it on your hand like that and then like try to swatch it out. And I can kind of tell that it will definitely muddy up, which I assumed that it would, but I was hoping I was wrong. Let's go in with just a little bit of the deep red, or the red, it's called Pain, right here on this larger blending brush. And I don't want to add too much. I just want to add a little bit of definition in the crease. Maybe I should work with a smaller brush. Let's do that. I'm going in with my, I think it's the E0, no, it's the E02 from Singe. This brush is like really small and precise, and it will allow me to like really get into the socket of the crease. And then I'm going to clean off my large blending brush and go back into that orange shade, the bright one. And just use this along the edge. Slowly like blend it up and out into the blush. That would be cool. Okay, now I want to go into Fuzzy, which is that really pretty peach. Just blend along the edges of everything and just make sure this really shears out. Sorry, I was looking to see what the text was that popped up on my screen. I wish that my notifications wouldn't pop up because it is very distracting. I need to fix this brow. I see I got a bald spot right there. Okay, so now back to the purples. We're going to try this. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to start with Powerline first. And this is a Glam Light, like angled brush from that Scooby-Doo collection. And I'm just going to draw this liner situation up and out. This might be really cool. I hope so. Okay, I kind of like that. Now I'm going to use the Sigma E30 pencil brush and just slightly blend. Be real easy with it. And then I'll go back over it one more time. Just to deepen it up. And I want to make sure it's like really connected down here at the bottom as well. That I think is really cool. Okay, so now I want to go into this deep dark purple up here with that same brush. I've already got a fuzzy on it. And I want to follow that line. It's so much easier. I did get fallout, but I think it's because of what I'm doing. It did just brush right away though. I should probably tap my brush off first. But it's a lot easier to do like this liner situation with a brush if you're not good at it like me. I mean, I meant like if you're not good at it like how I'm not good at it. Now I'm just following underneath this lower lash line. I really don't know how this look is going to turn out. Okay, so now I kind of want to blow out the bottom. So first I want to go into the shade Moomy, and I'm doing it on a small shader brush. This one is from BUTTA, and I want to just blend the edges of this. Like I said, I want a heavy lash line for this one. I've never done anything like this, and I know that for a fact. I say that because sometimes I say that and then I'll go back and look and find looks where I did stuff exactly what I said I never done before and just not realizing. So now I'm going to go into that pale purple, and I'm just using this Game Beauty EO2. It's like a shading brush, and I want to go over the very edges and also like re-tap that there in the center. I mean in the front portion. I'm gonna have to find like an inner corner that I can wrap around. Maybe this shade that I have on the cheeks. That way it kind of ties this all in together, but so far I think it's really cool. Well, I think this is really cool. Like I said, I've never done anything just quite like this. And sometimes it's fun to try like different techniques, different styles. I love the cat eye shape that this gives. But now I want some shimmer on the lid. I'm going to take just a second to try to figure out like exactly what I want to do here, but I will be right back. Okay, so I don't know, guys. I'm flying by the seat of my freaking pants here. I might know, like, I might have an idea, but we will see. So I'm going to start out with some NYX glitter glue, but I just want to tap the slightest amount because I don't want to disturb that wing situation. And I kind of don't want like a thick layer of shimmer. We'll see if I can do like what's going on in my mind, but I kind of want to sheer it out, if that makes sense. So to start this out, I think I'm going to do the inner corner shade first. I'm going to go into the center shade, and this is just a small pointed like pencil brush. I think it's from Profusion, but I want to put this in the inner corner. Trying to kind of build it up there. Let's use the pinky. And I just want to tap some of this like up and around the top. This like center shade is like really creamy. It's almost putty like, and it makes it a little hard to pick up. So let me get my, what is this? The Singe Beauty E01. It's kind of like tapered, and it helps pick up those putty shadows a lot better. Like, see, it picked that sucker up. But I'll use this to apply that. And I also want to like tap some down here on the lower lash line as well. But now, what do I want to do next? This might have been like a better all matte look. So to start out, I think I want to go in with this purple shade called Kenneth. It's like a silver almost. It's really pretty. And I want to just tap this. Let's just use the finger. Like I said, I very well may have to go back over that liner situation. And I'll probably like go back in with my brushes once I get the shimmer down and like kind of buff them out. I want it to be a little more ethereal. I don't know if I'm going to pull it off though. I'm feeling a little like I'm second guessing my choices. So now I'm going into the shade right here, Goblet of Fire. It's really pretty. Let's see, this one is kind of dark. I'm bringing it up and out. And I typically don't do that with my shimmers, but I am this time. So now I'm just going in with this brush and I'm just going to go back in with all those colors and re-intensify the mattes and help like just blend the shimmer up and out too. I don't know about this look, guys. Now I'm going to go back into that really pretty orange and just go over top of the red. Now I'm going to go back in and redo like the wing situation and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I don't know how I feel about it, guys. I'm going to have to like finish it up. I like the fact that I was trying to do something different. I just like don't know if it's really my vibe. I feel like the shimmers need something, but I just don't know what. Do I have? I need something like for the inner corner. I feel like the shade that I use just really doesn't tie it all together. So I'm going to look for something like off camera and see if I can find it, and we'll see where I take this. But I'm eager to hear your guys' thoughts on it too down below. I'll be right back with the finished look. So I am back, and let's just say I really think this look really came together. So I reapplied my lip product that I already told you guys about, but I put what's it called, Dread from Unearthly. It's from that Night Terror mystery box. I highly recommend that whole box. It's so freaking good. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. But I did that on the lips to add a little bit of that purple to the orange. Yeah, I lost my complete train of thought. But to tie the top with the bottom, I pulled out my favorite coffee table, the Ellis Atlantis collab with Blendbunny. They did such a good job on this. And I used the shade here called Ethereal and Transcend to, you know, brighten up that inner corner and tie it all together. I think it turned out so good. Honestly, I wasn't feeling good about it. I didn't think it was going to turn out. I was a little nervous, but now I'm sitting here wishing I had somewhere to go today. But unfortunately, the only thing I have to do today besides, you know, film and edit is cook dinner. So I'm going to be looking gorgeous downstairs cooking dinner. But the shirt totally ties in the look. And then you got the mushroom earrings. You guys know I freaking love these so much. But in my waterline, I used the ColourPop liner in the shade Crybaby. And it's just like a really pretty, like, cool tone pastel purple. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you think of this. So far, this formula is really fun, really easy to use, and I had no issues. This look was a little harder to create because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just going with the flow, and typically I do like to plan my looks out, but all in all, I think it turned out really good, and I'm excited for tomorrow. I really want to play with the greens and blues, especially these bright greens and blues down here, but we'll see what I get into. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. But let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. I am back for look number 2, and I decided this morning that I think I want to do 3 looks with this palette because there's so much that I want to do with it. When I look at it, there's like so many different things that I see in it. And today, I really want to play with the greens and a little bit of the red. Gonna do something fun, and I'm really excited about it. So for primer, I just used my concealer. I was feeling real lazy today. So I'm going to start this out going in to the shade down here called Hello. And I'm just using like a regular, medium size blending brush. And I just want to add this to the crease. I'm probably going to take it all the way across as well. I know the green and red are like clashing big time, but it will make sense in the end. At least I hope so. But I just want to press this along the crease and out here in the outer corner. So I'm going to switch on over to this large blending brush from Singe Beauty. I think it's the E04, but I really can't tell. And I just picked up a little more of that color, and I want to just blend this out. I love the shade names. They are so freaking fun. It is so hot up here. I'm so sad that the cold front we had coming through, at least where I live, I'm so sad it's gone. I loved the like fall weather. Oh, it felt so good. And now we're back to the burning up part. This is blending so nicely. Oh, I kind of wish there was a like matte yellow in the palette, but it is what it is. I think this is super cute. Now I'm going to go in with this larger shading brush from Glamlight, and I want to go into the shade right here, Panic. I like the dark one up here that says Touch Grass. That one makes me laugh. Some people really do need to touch grass. But I just want to press this in throughout the crease. This look is going to be kind of dramatic and smoky. I'm sure nobody's surprised. And now I'm going to use the blending brush to blend it out. Green with blue eyes, I think, is so fun. Green and brown eyes is fun too. Now I'm going to go into this shade, What's Up, Sucker? And I'm just going to blend it out. You really don't need like all three to get this look. I do like the different undertones that they pick though, because when you pair it with different colors, it makes it easier to, be able to create like different types of unique looks. But so far, this crease is like real easy. Now, I want to spice it up a little bit and go into this deep red over here. And I want to press this in the outer corner. This is going to be really good, I think. Oh, I love those together. Now I'm going to go back in with this large blending brush and just make sure it's all blended. And then I'll probably like go back in and, re-intensify. So I'm going to dip back into Panic. And just blend on the edge. I feel kind of like tired today. It's probably coming off too. This is looking really cool. At least I think so. Now I'm going to use the small shader brush and go back into that shade and just kind of layer it so you can see that hint of red in the look. Now it's giving me like the Wicked Witch from Once Upon a Time vibes. Okay, so now I need a different brush. I think I'm going to use this shading brush from BH Cosmetics, and I want to go into the red shade, and I want to just press this down here on the lower lash line. I think this is going to be super fun. At least that's the hope. I kind of want to like slightly blend here, but I really don't want those two to touch because I don't want it to muddy up. Now I've just cleaned this brush off, and I'm going to slightly just blend the red over without adding any more pigment. I think it looks pretty cool so far, but it will come together. Now I'm going in with this teeny tiny shading brush from Game Beauty, and I want to pick up more of that deep red, and I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line. That way it kind of helps bring the lower lash line to this like outer corner situation. Now I'm going to go back into the red, and I just want to blend this. So, like I said, it looks a little crazy, but the hope is that it will come together with the shimmer. But I'm really excited. It's nice to try like different things. So I'm going in with some NYX glitter glue on this flat like packing brush. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the green shimmer here called Slytherin. And I want to tap this out here. That shade is so freaking gorgeous. So deep and just beautiful. Oh, such a pretty like green metallic. And it feels like so smooth as well. Like my hand's wet, but it's a really good shade. The shimmers in here are really freaking nice. They make me so excited. So next, after I get my hands to dry, I want to go into this shade called Cowboy Country. It's a multi-chrome. It's really pretty. My only thing is Goblet of Fire and that shade, they look so similar. Like, I think like one has like more of a pink shift to it, and one is more red. Like, you see that? But they are so similar, like too similar. So like I said, I'm going to go into the shade Cowboy Country, and I'm just going to use my finger. This is a good idea. See, that shade is so beautiful, and it does have like a green shift to it. I need to put some of this on that packing brush so I can be like more precise with it. It's so pretty. Now I'm just like tapping over with the green, and then I'll go back in with the other shade and tap back over the green. That's how I get them to like mix and blend. And now back with this one. I notice like when you let your like your shimmer where it blends, like kind of let it go through your pupil, and it just does something to the eye, and it makes the look like more capturing. Is that the word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. It's beautiful. So now I'm going to use this pencil brush, and I want to go into a little bit of Rocksteady, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I don't know. Let's see. I'm afraid that's going to change things too much. Do I want pink though? Maybe I'll go in with my highlight palette I used today, which was the Noctilucent, and I just mixed Enlighten and Transcend, and maybe that's what I'll do for this. So let's start with the green one. Ooh, yeah, this was a good idea. And then I'll do Enlighten, which is the yellow down here. And then I'll kind of like mix the two, like right in the center. And I also want to take a little bit of this green, like right very inner corner. So now I want to go in with my pencil brush, and I'm going to pick up like that deep brick shade that I use, like brick red. And I just want to make sure my shimmers and mattes are nicely blended. I don't know, it does feel like kind of Christmas though, doesn't it? But this is the eye. I'm going to go finish this look up off camera, and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. I am back with the finished look, and I figured why not just leave me zoomed in like this so you guys can like see it all up close. But I think it's so pretty. It's so freaking reflective and such a fun combo. I feel like the lashes and liner really tied the look together. So for liner, I used the ColourPop liner in the shade Teaspoon. This one is so freaking pretty. I love it so much, but I think it looks really cool with this eye look. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you think of this down below. I think it turned out really cool, and I'm super excited about it. But I also wanted to tell you my lip combo. It is the Bad Blood lip liner from Unearthly. And then I used one of the new lipsticks I picked up. This is in the shade Aura, and it's such a really beautiful, like unique undertone. It kind of looks orange, but there's something about it that's just a little different, and I think it is really fun. It goes with this look super well. This look turned out exactly like I had pictured it in my mind, but I'm excited to play with this palette again tomorrow. When I kept thinking today that I could only do 2 looks, I was like, there's just no way. I couldn't decide on the look I wanted to do because I had too many like going through my head, and I didn't want to like close this video out without using like the blue row. So tomorrow I think I'm going to do a blue and purple look, but we will just have to wait and see. But let's go ahead and move on to that look now. I am back for look number 3. I'm ready to dig in. Like I mentioned in the last look, I do want to play with the blues and purples today. So to start this look out, I'm going to start with some blue, and I want to do that in the inner corner. So I'm going to start with the shade Mezzo. It's so vibrant and beautiful. Like, look at that. Oh, but first I need to tap out this concealer. I didn't use like a typical eye base today. I was feeling a little lazy, but I just want to press this here in the inner corner, and I'm going to take it like halfway through. I'm basically just worrying about laying it down at the very moment. That shade is so gorgeous and vibrant. Then I want to go into the lighter blue. I don't know how to pronounce that one at all, but I just want to pack this in the inner corner. And blend it out. It's so vibrant and pretty. You guys know how much I love blue eyeshadow, so it makes me super excited. Now I want to work with the dark blue. So I'm going to go into this shade here, Have Some Decorum. And I'm just going to tap that brush off so I don't get any fallout. I must not have picked very much up. I love a blue look. I just want to lay this down where I want it, and I want to like deepen it up, and I'm going to use a purple to blend it out. I'm going to switch over to the small shader brush because it will help it like lay down more opaque. I'm going to go ahead and take this on. Wait, let me think. Do I want to? No, I'm not going to take this on the lower lash line. I'm going to clean off this brush, and then I want to go into this purple shade here called Power Line, and I'm going to take this on the lower lash line. And I'm going to bring it up. I just love the undertones of these shades. Looks a little crazy, but I'll get it all like blended out and stuff. I'm going to go into that light blue that I put in the inner corner, and I just want to press this down here. I just touched my nose with that. I'll make sure I get it all blended out in just a minute. Now I'm going to go back in with this shader brush. And I want to just blend this out. Then I want to switch over to my large blending brush from Singe. And I want to go into this purple shade, Moony. And I'm just going to blend out these edges. I'll probably like have to go back in and re-intensify everything. This look is going to be like kind of blown out. Now I'm going to clean off this shading brush, and I want to go back into Power Line. And I'm going to basically just go over that blue shade. I'm just pressing this in the crease. I probably should have started with the purple. And if for some reason you do want to like recreate this, I suggest starting with the purple and then going back like over it with the blue. Now I just like kind of buff that out. I didn't add anything extra to it. So now I want to go back into this light blue shade and just go over it. I'm trying not to take it up too high. Honey, this is like blown out. She dark. I took it there like real fast. So now I want to go into this really dark blue, Hey Goodnight, and I'm just doing that on this BH Cosmetics shading brush. And I'm going to deepen up this outer corner. I mean, it really doesn't need it, but where it is so dark, I would like a little dimension. So I'm going to use that same shade on this small shading brush from Game Beauty. There's a little fuzzy on there. And I'm going to just press this along the lower lash line. And now I'm just going to use the small shading brush to blend it out. I'm going to go back into a little bit of that pastel purple called, is it Everyday? And just go over the edge of this all. The mats are super like easy to recreate, but I did kind of get a little carried away. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want this eye look to be this big, but I'm not mad at it either. So now we're going to do some NYX glitter glue. I really got to buy a new chair because you don't know how much footage I have to cut out of my videos of this chair squeaking. It gets so annoying, but I'm just going to put this all over the lid. I just want like a thin layer. Okay, so I'm going to start this out with the metallic blue. It's so freaking pretty. She is reflective, and I just want to press some of this out here in this outer corner. She is dark, real dark. Now I want to go into the metallic purple. She never misses. And just press this like to overlap. Those two are a match made in heaven. This look is turned out so smoky. Like so smoky. Okay, now I want to go in with Kenneth. This really light purple. It's almost gray. It's so reflective and beautiful. But I'm going to take this over most of that purple. That way it kind of fades, you know. And up in the inner corner. And I think this turned out so freaking gorgeous. Exactly what I had pictured in my mind. So I also, let's see, what brush? I want to put some of Kenneth on the lower lash line as well. So I just picked it up on this little packing brush. I don't know. I think I'm going to use my highlighting palette again for inner corner highlight. For my highlight, I used Far Out. And what did I use? Oh, Far Out up here, which is the one that's kind of purple. And then Apparition. So I'm going to do that on this pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. I just picked up some of both. And you see like how it made that blue just pop. Oh, makes me so happy. And here is the finished eye. I think it looks so beautiful. You guys already know I love the color combo. Like you can see a little purple in this look, but mostly it is blue. But I'm going to go finish this look off camera, try to figure out a different lip combo, and I will be right back. I'm back with the finished look. I left it zoomed in while I tell you about the liner and stuff. But for liner, I used the ColourPop liner in the shade Prance. It's one of my absolute favorites. And I changed my lip combo, obviously, and I love it so much. It is mostly the Unearthly lip liner in the shade Vamp. And I kind of just like smudged it in the center. But then I put the Unearthly lip gloss in the shade Admire. It's so freaking pretty. But I put that on top and I feel like it goes really well with the eyes. But I'm excited to hear what you guys think of this one and which look is your favorite. But I'm going to go ahead and get you guys zoomed back out. That didn't taste right. I'm going to get you guys zoomed out and we're going to talk about this palette. just love this. And I'm so excited. I found my earrings. like when I rearranged my palettes and stuff, I put my jewelry in this like divider, at least some of it, and I put it in the back of my shelf, and I completely forgot about everything I owned. And I've been wearing the same earrings over and over, but these are some of my favorites. I found them at a fair, but there are some on Amazon where the mushrooms are like red. They are so freaking pretty. I want them so bad. They have like matching rings and everything, but they're so pretty. But I think this look might be my favorite. But I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts down below. But now, like I said, we're going to talk about this palette. So I think this palette is really beautiful. I think these are some of the best shimmers that Blendbunny has done. I don't know. Longing is still my favorite. And I think they did a great job together. I love the undertones of the mattes that they picked. But let's be for real. I now have 5 rainbow palettes from Blendbunny. This one I think is my favorite. I haven't really got to try the new one out yet. This is the Ellis Atlantis. It is beautiful. I love the undertones and stuff, but I feel like I'm over the rainbow theme. Like, even though they're all different, they all have like different undertones and the shades. Like, she's really good at doing rainbow palettes that aren't just like your normal rainbow palette. But if I'm being honest, do you need all of these? No, I really don't think so. I will say I think the shimmers are the best in the last 3 rainbow palettes she released. Like, see, this is a rainbow palette, but it's got that grungy twist. And then, you know, here's the comparison of these two. And then if you have Primal, there's the comparison of those two. Like, you can tell they're a lot different. And then here we have Surge. These are like way different. But there are some slight like similarities. And then we have the Ellis. And honey, she is big, but she is large and in charge. And there are some similarities in between these two. Like, there might be slight differences, but I don't know if it's enough to warrant buying it. So it really just depends on what you're looking for, what you like, what you already have in your collection. I do think that they did a beautiful job with this collab, and I'm really happy for the collaborator. I do want to pick up that lip combo. I think it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm so annoyed. I have to do another voiceover because unfortunately my mic messed up again. But basically all I'm trying to say here is that I do think that the palette's great quality. I love that they added the multi-chromes in this one. I love the undertones and stuff. I just personally wish she would walk away from the rainbow palettes just for a little while. But I can say nobody does a rainbow palette like Blendbunny, like for real. But I would love to know if you guys picked it up or not, and what are your thoughts on it. Don't forget to let me know down below which look was your favorite. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end, and until next time, bye.